Uno.
Hi kids, hello, good afternoon. Welcome to this week, an evaluation week. I hope all of you are fine. Thank you for answering. Can you listen to us, please? Can you write it there if the sound is good, if everything is fine? Please, my dear kids.
No tengo señal en audio de este lado, pero les vamos a preguntar.
Ya empezó.
Ya.
Great. So just please confirm if the sound is fine, my dear kids. Can you listen to me? Please let me know in order to begin. Okay? And today we are going to have a review. Remember that you're going to have an exam. So in this case, today we are going to make a review. If you have any specific question, please let me know today. Don't ask me on Friday after the exam, teacher. How was it? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so everything is fine. Thank you, Alma. Thank you, Thais. Thank you, all of you, my dear kids. So you are telling me that everything is fine. Thank you. So, teacher, can you help me with the first one, please? And in here it says used to, get used to, and be used to. These are the three expressions that are going to be part of the exam. Actually, I'm going to tell you right now that used to the first one, I didn't place it in the exam. Why not? Because this is really easy, okay? I used to go to my kindergarten when I was a little girl. I used to, so this is like a piece of cake, okay? The only thing that is a little bit more important and maybe a little bit more confused for some of the students is the difference and the use of get used to and be used to. Can you write in the chat right now, my dear kids, which is the difference between these two expressions? Get used to and be used to. In this case, there is a difference. So can you explain in the chat which is the difference between them in order we can begin practicing in an exercise, please? Can you tell me? I read your ideas. I'm going to read your comments and which is your explanation, which is the difference between get used to and be used to, okay? Because the used to is the first one that I am telling you, please don't worry because it's not going to be the part of the exam, is to express or to talk about actions that you did in the past that now in the present are not anymore part of your habits or of your daily life, okay? You can say, when I was a little baby teacher, I used to sleep a lot. Now I don't do it anymore. Now I don't have enough time. Now I don't like to sleep a lot. So are actions that were part of your habits in the past that now they are not anymore. Or the opposite, something that you didn't do in the past that now is part of your habits. That is the used to. But the other one, please. Yep, everything is fine. Thank you, Gali. You are telling me that everything is fine, thank you very much, but now I want you to tell me, please, which is the difference? And if you don't want to explain the difference, then tell me, when do we use the get used to and when do you use the be used to? Please let me know in the chat in order we can continue with the exercise to finish quickly. Remember that we said, my dear kids, do you remember? I'm going to tell it again that today you have to upload two screenshots, please, two. The one of your name, the attendance in the chat in the YouTube class. So you have to take the screenshot of your attendance, your name, and then you are going to take the screenshot of the online activity that you have to do. And to Classroom, today you need to upload two, okay? The name and the game, okay? Please let me know because I don't have, well, I'm not going to be waiting for a long time. If not, we are not going to finish with the exercise. I'm going to remind it for you, okay? We said that get used to is when you are making an action part of your daily activities that you get used to learn. Excellent, okay? So that is correct, Dulce. Thank you, Dulce. Get used to is going to be when you are getting into an action, that you are getting this action into part of your life, but you are in the process, you haven't yet, okay? Daniel Melgoza, be used to is used to a specific, no, I don't get your idea. You are not telling me anything with that explanation, Daniel. Be used to is used to a specific use. No, my dear boy, I don't get your idea. And get used to is when you learn how to do something and get adapted to it. as I was telling you, the process of this is not part of my daily activities, this is not part of my habits, but I am in the process of making that mine. That is correct also, Alma. Luis, be used to is to be adapted, to be in a certain situation. No, to be in a certain situation, no, my dear Luis, is you are going to use this expression when that action now is part from you, is part of your habits. Okay, you say, I'm getting used to drink water because I really don't like it, but I'm getting used to. Now I'm trying and trying and trying. And be used to is when this action is part of you, okay? You are not in the process, you have already getting it, okay? And again, be used to is for something that you already do and as a routine. Yes, that is perfect, Enrique. It's part of you now. Okay, Thais? Used to. We use it when we want to say that we did in the past do and get used to. Used to. Ah, yes, is the one that I was telling you. Used to is to talk about past habits, okay? Yes? And get used to what we are getting used to doing. We do. We are getting used to doing. We do. Well, Thais, I get your idea, my dear girl, and that is correct. But getting used to until there, you doing we do, it doesn't have any sense in your idea. So now we are clear, my dear kids. Used to part of your past activities. Okay, now they are not part of it anymore, or they didn't, and now they are. Okay, but this is not going to be appearing in the exam. I don't like it because it doesn't. It is a piece of cake. It's not so confusing as the other one. Dulce, we used to already know how to do something. Yeah, I am used to, kids, that we as teachers, we are used to do exams because it's part of our habits. Okay, now we have already reached that goal. Okay, maybe when we began this pandemic in March, the teachers, all the teachers around the world, not just in Mexico, all the teachers around the world, we were getting used to use the computer to give classes. We were getting used to send online activities to the students. Yes, you get the idea? Now we are used to. Now we are used to because we have already got this as part of our habits. So no questions in here, my dear kids. Now it's clear for you when do we use them, each one of them, because it was just um, a review. Okay, teacher, can you help me with the next image, please? And in here it says, this is just for you to check it Jimenita. Okay, let me check in here, Jimenita. It says in here, used to is to talk about past habits and get used to talk about habits that we are taking, just the process. Excellent, Jimena. Dulce, we used to, you already know how to do something. Excellent, excellent, pretty good, my dear girls. Okay, so now we are going to continue, and here it says used to, which is the form. I mean, form is the grammar. That's all. Okay, we can have an affirmative form that is used to. I used to play. I used to, but this is the used to. That is the one that I was telling you. It's a piece of cake. Okay, Dulce, everything clear, teacher. Thank you, Dulce. Then it says, used to in a negative form, I didn't. You know, teacher, when I was in kindergarten, I didn't used to play a lot because I was like a shy girl, no? So I didn't use. But now, teacher, I used to play a lot. Now I'm not shy anymore, so now I can play a lot. That is a different question. Did you used to, for example, kids, did you used to drink water, simple water, when you were in elementary school? Did you used to drink simple water? I know, teacher, I used to drink just flavor juice or water of lemon or something like that. Now I am used to. Okay, now I am used to. But before I didn't. Okay. The other one it says you can always use past simple instead of used to. Okay, and in this case, just to talk about your habits, it's not necessary for you to speak using this expression used to. Okay, they are telling you that if you say the action in past, that is enough. Okay, teacher, can you help me with the next one, please? And it says in here, used to. did you used to watch on TV? What time did you used to go to bed at night? What time did you used to get up in the morning? What games did you used to play? Who used to be your best friend? Can you answer to me one, just one of these questions? It's not necessary for all of you to answer the five of them. Just take one, the one that you want, the one that you desire, and tell me the answer, okay? Who used to be your best friend? Okay, let's say in elementary school, or well, not in junior high school, no, elementary school. What games did you used to play in elementary school? What time did you use to get up in the morning when you were in elementary school? And what time did you used to go to bed at night when you were? Why? Because there are a lot of difference from the schedules and the activities that you had when you were in elementary school and the ones that you have right now. Actually, I think that the schedule that you have today, nowadays, is really different from the one that you had when you were in first grade here in junior high school. You were almost a little kid, but now your schedules or your activities have changed from one year to another, okay? Marijo, I used to watch Netflix in the TV. When you were in sixth grade, fifth grade, Marijo, okay, pretty good. So the other ones, well, this is you answered the number one, Marico. Excellent, my dear girl. Gael, I used to see series in the night, no, in the no, at night. I used to see series at night, Gael. Okay, at night, my dear boy. I'm going to wait for two more answers. I have already gotten the one of Marico and the one of Gael. But I'm missing two more, my dear kids. I'm missing two more, please. Two more answers. Any other question? Doesn't have to be number one. It can be another one, the one that you want. And again, I used to sleep at 9 or 9:30. Okay. And now, please, Marijo, you said listen to me, Marijo. You say, I used to watch Netflix in the TV. Okay, now what do you watch? Tell me now, what do you watch? Because it's supposed that you are telling me that, Marijo, because your habit has already changed and now you don't watch Netflix. So, Gael, you say, I used to see series at night. So, now what do you watch at night, my dear boy? Or what do you do at night? The other one, and again, the same. You used to sleep at 9 or 9:30. Now, these days, in your age, what time did you go to bed? Now, my dear girl. Jimena, I used to go to bed at 10 p.m. And now, Jimena, now, what time do you used to go to bed now? The idea can be a little bit more complete, my dear kids, if you say, for example, in this case, Marijo, I used to watch Netflix in TV teacher. Now, in present, I used to read books. Now, Gael, I used to see series at night. Now, teacher, I used to play Xbox at night. Okay, so you can mention what you used to do, which was your habit, and which one has taken the place of that habit nowadays. Okay, so I used to get up at 6:40. And now, Thais, vale, I used to watch some movies in the TV at 8 p.m. Okay, pretty good. So you can share if you want. It's not something necessary. You don't have to do it. But maybe you can say, instead of that action that was part of your habits, which is or which has taken place now in the present. Natalia, I used to play in the park now. Okay, I used to play in the park. Home. Now I play in my house. Well, now because of the pandemic now, but the situation. But if we were not in that one, maybe you used to go to or to do something else. Alan, I used to go to bed at 1 a.m. Now I go to bed at 11 p.m. Come on, Alan. I think that is the opposite. Another again. I used to sleep at 9 or 9:30, but now I used to sleep at 12. Yeah, I believe that Raquel is, yes, of course. Because I used to go to sleep teacher or go to bed like 1 p.m. a.m. and now I go to 9. I don't think so. Okay, so any question here, kids? Jimenita? I used to get up at 7 a.m. when I was in elementary school, but now in junior high school, when we had face-to-face classes, I used to get up at 6 a.m. Just another, and this is for everybody, my dear kids, for everybody. Please remember, and if you don't do this in the exam, I'm so sorry, but you are going to have a mistake. All the time that you talk about the personal pronoun I, if you don't place the I with capital letter, I'm so sorry, but you are going to get a mistake. Remember, capital letters always, always when you begin an idea or when you are using the personal pronoun I. Okay, my dear kids? I used to play in the park, okay, Alan Ricardo, go to bed, okay? Now I'm going, okay. So, let's go. Teacher, can you help me with the next one, please? It says in here, complete using used to, be used to, or get used to. Let's remember again. We said used to when you are talking about a habit that was part of your life, of your past, that now is not anymore. Or the opposite, you didn't have it and now you have it. Okay? The other one, be used to when that activity now is part from you, when you know how to do it, when it's part of your habits. And get used to when you are in the process of learning it, when you are in the process of doing it part of you. Okay, my dear kids? Okay, and again, I used to get up at 6 o'clock, but now I used to get up at 7 o'clock. Yeah, because you don't have to have breakfast and come to the school. Now, actually, I have seen, well, I have listened some students who said, teacher, it's because the classes began at 7:20. So, actually, I am turning on the computer at 7:25. At 7:15, no, in order to be at 7:20 at class. Yes, I do believe in that. Okay, so it says in here, when I started, listen carefully, when I started to work here, I needed a lot of help. When I started to work here, I needed a lot of help. But now, all the work on my own, which is the correct idea in here. Ivana, I used to like coffee. Coffee double E, my dear girl. But I got sick of the taste, so I decided to drink chai latte. So Ivana, you are so young to drink a lot of coffee. You are too young to drink. The coffee is healthy, yes, of course, but you are so young in order to drink a lot. But you really got, so you didn't have taste anymore? Ivana, that is something, oops, kind of strange. I have never before listened to somebody who lost like the taste because of the coffee, because the coffee is delicious, come on. But you are so young, so it's better for you to drink. Well, I don't know how healthy is a chai latte. I really don't know. They say that it's delicious and that it's healthy, but I really, for sure, I don't know. Okay, so let's begin, my dear kids. Write the number one, answer the answer number one. When I started to work here, I needed a lot of help, but now I all the work on my own. So which is the correct idea in there? And you write with me, please. But now, remember that when you use this conjunction but, is because you are going to give the opposite idea than the one that you are talking at the beginning. Okay, so when I started to work here, I needed. So I needed a lot of help. But now, the teacher just didn't like the taste anymore. You don't like, man, the coffee is delicious. But well, you are so young in order to. Really good, my dear girl, thank you. But now what, kids? Answer, please. What is the thing that is going to happen if you don't answer? If you don't answer, I'm going to think, first, that everything is clear. Second, that maybe you are not here. And third, that I'm not going to be able to help you the next time if you tell me, teacher, do you remember that yesterday? Yeah, but I asked for a question and I asked you to participate and you didn't do it. Natalia, I used to take a shower at night. Don't say in the night, my dear kids. It's at night. At night. Now I take a shower in the morning. In the morning. That's correct. Okay, pretty good, Nati. Alright, that is one of your personal experiences. Now, my dear girl, now I need the one of the mansion, please. Used to. Okay. But now I used to what? All the work on my own. And in there, my dear Anna, I used to do. Okay, excellent, Anna. You are correct because it was not part of you, and now it is, and you work in there. Excellent, Anna. That is correct. Gali, I'm used to. Mhm. It's because in here, kids, both of them are correct. Why? Because in there, when I started to work here, I needed a lot of help. Now I am used to do all the work on my own. And I am, it's because in there, Gali, the only thing that is missing for you, because it can be a correct option, also I'm used to. But the only thing that is missing for you in there, Gali, is the action, the verb. And if you place that, it's not going to have any sense your answer, right, Gali? So if you write in there, I'm used to do, fine, that is correct, okay? Val, I'm used to do, yes, that is correct. Jimena, used to do, excellent. Just remember that if you check in the book, my dear kids, if you check the topics, the grammar topics that appear in the book, they are giving more importance to get used to and be used to. That's why I told you that I didn't place the used to, because that is not really important right now in the exam. And in the exam, I got the one that appears in the book. So that is the idea, okay? I'm used to read. Okay. Which one are you telling me, my dear? Used to read Jimenita. I used to read, and there is missing the subject, Jimena. Please, my dear girl, in the answer number 2 that you are placing there for me. Gali. Okay, thank you, teacher. My pleasure. It's just be careful, my dear kids, that in the exam you are going to be asked maybe to write the complete idea. So if you even you place the correct expression, I am used to, or I am getting used to, or I get used to, but you don't place the action, your idea is not going to have any sense, and even you are writing the correct one, you don't have action, everything is going to be correct. Okay, number 2, he several books a month, and that is the one that you were answering, Jimena, no? He used to read several books a month, but he doesn't have time anymore. In this specific idea, why is perfect the idea of Jimena? Listen, because it says in there, he used to read several books a month, but he doesn't have any time anymore. So now he doesn't have time to practice a habit that he had in the past. So, excellent, Jimenita. Number 2, he used to read. Exactly. He used to read. Thank you, Jimenita. Vale. Used to read. Excellent. Number 3, my dear kids. We were surprised to see her. Driving. She, when we first meet her. He used to read several books a month, but he doesn't have time anymore. Okay, please. It's not necessary, my dear boy, for you to write all the idea because you can lose time. Okay, you can waste time. So just the number. Remember the number of the idea and the answer. Okay, my dear boy. Even though your answer is perfect. Okay. So number 3, my dear kids. We were surprised to see her driving. She, when we first meet her. Pleasure, teacher. Thank you. When we first met her. So please, we were surprised. Okay, Luis, do whatever you want. We were surprised to see her driving. She wasn't used to when we first met her. Okay, yeah, it could be correct. Gali, didn't used. Your idea, Gali, is better. It sounds better, but you have a big mistake in there. If you are using didn't, what happened with the verb, Gali? Tell me, what happened with the verb if you have didn't? It's obvious that the verb is in present, no? Didn't use, no, didn't use. Okay, the verb is in present, Gali. Didn't use to drive. Okay, my dear girl? And the other, number 5, my dear kids. No, sorry, number 4. Don't worry, it's a simple program to use. Don't worry, it's a simple program to use. You eating no time, I'm sure. You eating no time. Now be careful in here. You are talking in idea in maybe in future. Why in future? Because it says don't worry. it's a simple program to use. You remember the get used to, the get used to or the am used to can be also future by using the will. You be but if you write in there, my dear girl, you be it in no time, it sounds like it's missing something, not my dear girl. Be used to. Don't worry, Gali, you forgot. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so in this case, is you will, because you are telling the person that now in the present is kind of difficult because maybe she hasn't managed it before, but in the future, maybe in a near future, she will not have any trouble anymore, right? So in this case, it will be Anna, your idea, but using will before, my dear girl, because you are telling the person that in a few months, maybe a few days, few weeks, in a few, maybe in a long or a short term, she won't have any problem. Okay, so in this case, Ana Raquel is going to be will be used to. You will be used to. Estarás acostumbrada. You will be used to. Okay, my dear girl? That is the number 4. Don't worry, it's a simple program to use. You will use to it in no time. Okay? Okay, so continue, my dear kids. Number 5. When I had to commute to work every day, I very early. Okay? Okay, Yana. So, my dear kids, hurry up. The teacher Miguel is helping me here with the words that appear in Colegio del Valle, okay? So, hurry up. Ay, nada más porfa, profe Miguelón. Ese sería you will be used to. Porfa, profe. You will be, because remember that in there, you need the be used to or the get used to, my dear kids. Gracias, profe. Okay, so continue with the number 5. When I had to commute to work every day, I'd very early. Number 6, I'm afraid I'll never in this place. I simply don't like it and never will. Okay? So, number 5. Number 5, Gandhi. I used to get up. Okay? Excellent. When I had to commute to work every day, I had to get up very early. I used to get up. Why is correct, Dali? Because the first part of the idea is speaking about your past. So in this case, you have to use it in past. Used to get up. Yeah, that is correct, my dear Dali. Because it was part of your habits. And in there, you are letting the people know that is not anymore in your present. So that's why it's used to. Okay, pretty good. The other one, I'm afraid I'll never, you have in there the future, I'm afraid I'll never in this place, okay? I simply don't like it and never will. So, which is the number, go. Number 7, my dear kids, we are now in the number 7. Number 7, please. Oh, number 6, sorry. Number 6, I am in the number 6. Go. After this 10, you have to go to classroom to do the activity. So please hurry up, my dear kids. I'm afraid I'll never get used to. Yeah, get used to. Because you say, I'm never going to get the habit of coming in here because I don't like it. So if I don't like it right now, I'm sure that I'm never going to like it again. So that is correct, Luis. Excellent, my dear boy. I'm afraid I'll never get used to get up early, very early. Okay. Number 7, kids. Whenever we came, okay, came, remember, be careful with the verbs. The verbs are going to tell you the tense. Do you remember if you don't have an auxiliary? So in here, we have whenever we came to Coventry, we always came is in simple past. Be careful. We always in the Central Hotel. We love it. That is pretty easy, okay? Whenever we came to Coventry, we always what? In the Central Hotel. We love it. Go number 7, my dear kids. And let me check. Let me check. Don't forget to take the screenshot of your attendance. If you are not in here, you don't have the complete grade. If you are not in here, you don't have the complete grade. So, and the people who is not in here, well, the people who is in here and that is not participating, for me, you are not. So, do you remember that I said that you had to participate at least 2 times? At least 2 times. And I have in here Eliu, who hasn't participated. I have in here Mario, who hasn't written any answers. Alma, you haven't also. Alma, you haven't answered any. I just one in here, Alma. Remember, kids, that if you want your attendance, you have to participate at least 2 times. 2 times. Because if you come and you write your name and you take the screenshot and you upload it, but you didn't participate for me, you were not in my class. So please, you have to. Okay, so it says in here, Anna, that in the number seven, Anna used to stay. Excellent. Excellent, Anna, because in there it says, whenever we came to converting, we always used to stay. Excellent, Anna. In the Central Hotel, we love it. Pretty good, my dear girl. So in this case, Anna is correct. Alex, get used to stay. Well, that is the number 6, Alex, because we are in the number 7, my dear boy. Number 8, Enrique Gaya says that is used to be. Alex says that is used to be. When Pete Smith was the head of our office, remember head of the office, it was like the boss, okay, in charge of everything. The head of our office, everything used to be, okay? Everything used to be well organized. Now it's a total chaos in there. Excellent, pretty good. And this answer was of Enrique, Alex, Marijo, but excellent, my dear kids. Let's go with the number 9, please. Mr. Lacey was shocked when he joined our busy company because he doing much work every day. Mr. Lacey was shocked when he, but you know, Mr. Lacey, maybe he was not a good worker. Okay, Mr. Lacey was shocked when he joined our busy company because he doing much work every day. So number 9, which is, in this case, you need like a negative idea, no? You need like a negative idea. Because he doing much work every day, which is the correct answer in the number 9 with your kids. Please let me know. Was used to. No. Why? Because it says in here, Mr. Lacy was shocked when he joined our busy company. Because he doing much work every day. He was not used to. That's why he was like shocked now. Because now in the company that he is, he has to do a lot of work. Because before he he wasn't used to doing much work every day. That's why he's shocked right now, because in the past he didn't used to do a lot of work every day, right? Was used to, was not used to. Yes, Alex, didn't used to. No, Luis, because if you didn't used to doing, wasn't used to doing. Why? Because in there, listen, Luis, you have doing, my dear boy. If you have doing the verb with ing, you need the verb to be right. Wasn't, not used to doing. Didn't used to doing. You can say didn't used to doing. Do you remember? It wasn't used to doing. Okay? Manejó. Wasn't used to. Excellent, Manejó. Yes, Gali, thank you for correcting yourself. Vale wasn't used to doing. Okay, very good. Let's go to the number 9. Number 10, my dear kids. At first, the employees didn't like the new open space office. the employees didn't have the new open space office, but in the end, okay, they, listen carefully, at first, so it means at the beginning or before, the employees didn't like the new open space office, didn't like it, okay? But in the end, they, what? In the end, okay? That now is part of them. Now they got used to. Yeah, because they well, get used to. In this case, Alex, remember that get used to, my dear boy, is when you are in the process, but you haven't reached. You are not. It's not part of you yet. Okay, and in here it says, but at the end, what? At the end, it means they have already reached the goal. It has already or finally been part of them. Okay, they got used to. No, but at the end, what? They are used to it. Now they are used to it. Okay? Okay, my dear kids? Let me check. Okay, this was the last one. So please let me know. Take the screenshot of your name, please. Alex got used to. Yes, Alex, thank you. Bye, got used to. Got used to. Thais got used to. They got used to. Remember that when it said, I get used to, you are in the process. But in here it says, they finally, so when you say they finally found it, so they were trying to look for it, okay? They were trying to look for it. It's the process, okay? But when you say they finally found it, finally is at the end, you finish, okay? So this part of you, okay, my dear kids? They got used to. Now they are used to. Finally, they are used to. They are used to. Because now you are like, it's part of the habit now. Okay? At the beginning, it wasn't. Okay? You were trying or you were getting used to that because it's the process. Remember, get used is the process to learn how to manage, learn how to do it, learn to be part of your habits, right? So tell me there if you have any question, my dear kids, about we take a screenshot of resistance and participation. No, the participation, no. I know who participates in here, okay? I know that, my dear kids. But you have to take the screenshot of your name here in the YouTube, okay? Just one of your attendance. And I know the people who has already been participating in here, okay? Luis Moncayo. Be used to. In there is be used to because you have the word finally. Finally, finally, I am used to give classes online. But in this, all the months, I was getting used to. I was in the process. But now, I'm used to give classes online. Okay, my dear kids, that is maybe the confusing part. No, that's thanks. Okay, my pleasure, Gali. So be careful. Finally, it means thanks God, I'm doing it. Thanks God is part of it. Thanks God, now I can work in here without any problem. Okay, my dear kids. So right now, so take the attendance, the screenshot of your attendance, go to classroom, my dear kids, and in there work your online activity, upload the screenshot, and you are done. And see you tomorrow for the next activity. Try to be on time, please, and don't forget to take the screenshot. Bye, my dear kids. Have a nice afternoon. See you.